Robotics can be a relatively a dry field. I went to the Large Robotics Symposium last year, and it was a little bit scary in terms of how academic it actually got. Let's talk about robots, right? Let's start with you, Steve. What do you think has really changed in the robotic landscape over the last couple of years, and why is 2016 a particularly exciting time?
I think one of the most interesting proxies for what's changed is public visibility. This is one of those categories in business where I don't think anyone's saying this will never happen, or I wonder if robotics will happen. I think people are saying, when will this happen? And specifically, when might we see robotics innovations used in the home? One barometer that's really practical about this is our PR firm tracks general robot mentions in the press, and just in the last year, they've gone up about 300%. And more recently, this is a little off color, but there have been a couple of...
Don't talk about the touching robots.
I have to.
No, don't.
Robotic buttocks needs to get its fair due here. So,
I don't want my name next to robotic buttocks, okay?
You don't have to touch, you just have to listen. So,
Steve Chambers, everybody. Quote, okay?
There was a recent article, and a lot of our company's founded on Cynthia's research, which is fascinating, but an interesting indication of the public perception of robots and how that's changing is you've gone from military robots, drones, to task robots, vacuums, to this idea of robots and how they relate to people. And recently, two press articles was how people get aroused if they touch a robot's butt, and how people actually become aroused if a robot pays a certain type of attention to them. And I know that sounds a little weird, but I think it's starting to presage a world where robots and people interrelate in a way we hadn't thought of years ago.
I'm no longer worried about this conversation being boring.